Hi, Malvin Lim here of GreattoysOnline.com, and I'm gonna do a quick unboxing of Omingonix spinout OG01 Warrior. So this item was heavily delayed. It was supposed to be released end of 2015, but after almost 6 months of delays, we finally received the shipment from Omingonix this first and second week of May 2016. So I'm doing this video review as an answer to the requests of some of our wholesale customers and some of our retail customers. So without further ado, this is the box of Omingonix. It's based on the Masterpiece Takara box style, which is like figure printed on a black background. So here's the front of the box, here's the top of the box, here's the other side of the box, here is the top of the box again, the other side, the back of the box, which lists some of the short story, and here's the bottom of the box. Inside the figure we have two items. One of course is the manual and the collector tech card, which is pretty common now with most Transformers, and here's the item inside the box. So we have of course the gun, extra head, extra helmet, if you're referring to the other gun, and here is Omingonix spinout. So I put it on a weighing scale. It weighs 130 grams for the car only, without any weapons, just for the car itself. So here's the front of the car, the side of the car, the rear of Sunstreaker, let's call him Sunstreaker for now. Here's the side of the car. So one thing that I noticed is that in terms of the toy car, it's very solid heft, a bit of twisting here and there, it won't break apart. So they really took their time in improving the engineering of this item. So maybe that's the reason for the heavy delay. So one thing I noticed is with regards to the paint finish. Overall, the paint finish is pretty okay, but here in the middle section, it's yellow painted on a translucent gray plastic. So because of it, you'll notice that there's a slight difference in the shade of this middle translucent window compared to the front and rear section of Sunstreaker. That is the only gripe that I have with regards to the paint finish and exterior appearance of the toy. But overall, you see the boosters, the wing, everything is pretty good actually. It's pretty nice. So 130 grams for this item. So now let's go ahead with the transformation. So for the transformation, we start at the bottom of the toy. So basically we lift up these two rear wheels here. Of course the wheels can turn, of course. Then we lift up this rear section here. Then we pull out the rear section of the car here. Now detach this section, and we could now pull out the arms, the left and right arms out. Then there are two plastic pieces here which we need to fold down. Now we go to the front and lift the front windshield here, and now we can now see the head of Omingonix spinout here. So basically, some of the initial reviews that I've seen from other collectors, they say that the transformation is much simpler compared to Bad Cube. Much simpler, a few steps fewer, but overall a bit similar also. But anyways, back to the transformation. So now we have the windshield out, And basically we can see, basically here's the feet. Here's the feet of the figure. So now you notice the upper portion now is moving, and we can actually pull out the head from here. Here's the head. So from here on, it's an easy transformation in the leg and reassembling all of the parts together to form the whole robot. So basically, for the legs, we just pull the legs out, pull this out. Here, it's another fold the legs out. Actually, the joints are pretty tight. The initial reviews for the prototype say it was wobbly, etc., etc. Well, it was a prototype and was one of the early samples that came out, but based on the final product, they've improved a lot. So here you can turn this part around. So you notice the legs are pretty flexible here. Yeah, I wasn't able to pull out the legs fully, but now they're fully out now. So now we cover up the holes here and here. Cover up the flaps to cover up the holes here in the legs. Now then this one, the front part of the hood, we just slip it here into the middle of Omingonix, and then we fold the main body down. So basically we're almost done actually. So we hide the wheels into the toy, but just basically a matter of assembling the upper body, everything together to form the whole toy. One thing I noticed that during the transformation is some of the black parts inside Omingonix is made of a rubber-like material. So actually, some people said that it's the use of cheap plastic, things like that. I think it's more of a safety issue for the collector, that you don't break it apart during transformation. So things like this part, it's made of a flexible rubber. The joints here, the connecting joints here, they're also made of a flexible rubber. The head part here is also made of a flexible rubber. Actually, it has an advantage because of the complexity of transformation. It would prevent the toy from the plastic parts from breaking apart. So this one, the windshield, is also made of a very flexible material. So actually, it's a nice design for Omingonix. So helps avoid customers from breaking apart the joints here and there. So here it's just a quick slide to close the rear section. So now we have the rear section of the toy. Then here, after sliding this inwards, we can now fold down the main body of Omingonix. Then it's just a matter of fixing the head. So here there's a metal plate here to hide all the holes here. So just slide the head through. So how does this work? Okay. So just position the head in the middle, then slide the plates down and then it's just a matter of attaching these two pegs here into the windshield, and then we would pull out the hands from inside the So now after inserting the tabs on the end of the silver piece into the windshield, it's just a matter of pulling out the arms basically to complete the transformation. So that's it basically for the transformation of Omingonix spin out. So the leg joints are, this leg joint is pretty stiff actually, it's pretty tight. So you can try some of the nice poses for Omingonix. This joint is a bit loose, but it's not that bad. It's because basically it's a swivel ball joint. It's either we get pulsability or not. So for this one, we do get nice pulsability. So overall, not a bad figure overall. But the joints are pretty good actually, only for this one, the waist joint, the hip joint, because of the ball joint here. But overall, the joints are pretty good. You know, a few dips of nail polish, it would have tightened this joint a lot. This is the bottom of the figure. As I mentioned a while ago, the windshield part compared to the body is, the shade is a bit different. It's a bit on the darker shade, but you know, it's quite minor. So the replacing head gimmick, let's see how it goes. Where's the replacement head? So here's the other helmet. So let's see how this one goes. So basically, you can remove this head and insert it here, so that you can use the other type of head basically. So that's it for Omingonix, spin out. This item is now available at all authorized resellers and at GreattoysOnline.com. I'm Malvin Lim of GreattoysOnline.com, and thank you very much for watching this video.